And now, here's D. Jackson with That's What I'm Talking About.
So, guys, thinking about the World Series game last night, and this has been a great World Series so far, but one thing that's really bothering me is this whole Yuli Gurriel situation where he mocks Yu Darvish for being Asian, basically. And the Major League Baseball commissioner handing out a suspension today saying that he's going to miss the first 5 games of the year next year. But why wait until next year? I think that suspension should go right now, starting tonight. Put him on the bench at least for a game in the World Series. How does this affect the World Series right now? You're going to let this guy get out there and still play? Of course, he's good. He could probably appeal the suspension, but he's not going to. He knows he was wrong. He says he was going to go over and make a private apology to him. But I just don't understand why this still goes on. He's a guy from a different country, and he's making fun of another guy's culture from a different country here in America. It's just totally unacceptable. And for Major League Baseball to step in and say there's a zero tolerance, I applaud you there, but I think you need to make a stronger stance and show everyone how important this is by making that statement right now. If he goes out and he harms somebody, kills somebody, shoots somebody, he's not going to be in the lineup the next day. Now, I know it's not that severe, but you still can make such a statement and such a point to everybody by making the suspensions right now. It's going to be something that people are going to be talking about for quite some time. Now, I want to issue a challenge to the Astros because you take a page out of Dayton Moore's playbook. What did he do last week? He takes his staff to the Martin Luther King Center in Atlanta. Why? Because he wants his staff to understand diversity. He looks at people and says, okay, you may be different from me. We may come from different places, but at the end of the day, I need to understand where you're coming from. I need to understand your walk of life. And I applaud that for Dayton Moore. I challenge the Astros because obviously there is some sensitivity training that needs to take place, not just with the Houston Astros and not just with this situation, but I challenge you as a boss. If you have people that are employed underneath you, get to know those people, understand different cultures. Because if you don't, we're still going to have these types of situations. And we're still going to be talking about these types of situations. And there's just no room for that. There's no tolerance, zero tolerance. With Major League Baseball, you got to step up. You got to do something right now to say this is offensive, and we are not going to take that, and we're not going to condone any of that type of behavior and policies. And it's really sad for this to happen against the Dodgers because when you look at the Dodgers, traditionally, they may have been the most, racially problematic team in the history of baseball. Jackie Robinson breaks the color barrier, and, Branch Rickey comes in and he says, we're going to change the face of baseball. And now there's a black manager for the Dodgers. Magic Johnson is a part of the ownership. So we really need to just come together and understand that something has to be done. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Leave us a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. And should Major League Baseball suspend him right now? Or are you okay with just waiting till next year? I'm D. Jackson. That's what I'm talking about.